Traffic to porn sites soared by 50% in Hawaii minutes after missile threat was revealed to be a false alarm. Good evening. Welcome to Garage. It's January 24th. With me tonight, as always, say hello, Will Campos.
Hey, how's it going?
Making his triumphant return, Thaddeus Smith. Say hello.
What's up, ladies and gents?
I think he just farted.
Maybe. Could be. Who knows?
And back by popular demand, Scott Zielinski.
How y'all doing?
So, yeah. So, as soon as the threat was announced to be a false alarm, it seems residents took the opportunity to go online and relieve some tension. Pornhub revealed views in Hawaii were up 50% more than usual in the minutes after a second message went out stating the threat was a false alarm. The website statistician said the number of users using the site hit the highest point in just 15 minutes after the second missile was sent out. And traffic went up 77% during that time.
That's
I
awesome.
would have thought the other way around.
When in doubt, whip it out.
Fuck. I mean, you're so tense, you're scared, you're about to die. And you just realize, oh shit, I didn't jerk off today.
Randomly, they're like,
What
"Oh,
if they're wrong again and the missile is actually coming? I have like fucking maybe 10 minutes to come. You know, like let's get this going.
I think if it was all about to go like that, like they gave the warning, yeah, that's absolutely what happened. Everyone would go for it. Why wouldn't you?
You can't die less than 24 hours of spanking it. Or more than 24 hours.
Well, I mean, what's the point?
I'm surprised it only went up 50%.
It was 77 it went up?
Oh, was it 77?
Yeah, that was yeah, no, it was 50% that it went up. I don't know what the fuck.
Yeah.
75% stats that don't lead anywhere.
It would have been 100%, but people had already come before. So that's I think that's what happened. They came before and then they got the message and then the other ones came. So
that was also just Pornhub though.
That's true.
Yeah,
that's
some people might use XNXX, for example. Not, for research purposes only.
Oh,
yeah. Thaddeus knows right off the bat where else he would go besides Pornhub.
Scotty, you got to know where.
I like
Scotty,
the background
what
layers. Sorry.
I'm surprised more plumbers weren't called later on that day.
Oh.
You know? From shitting themselves.
You can like wad the toilet paper in the toilet.
Either or.
I mean, if it's your last day, you're gonna want a clean asshole.
That's true.
You know, you don't want. I don't know. You don't want anyone that might survive finding you and saying, "Look at this guy's a dirty asshole."
Yeah, like your mom always said. You wear clean drawers. What if you get hit by a bus?
Exactly.
Okay, Mom. Thanks. Sure, I'll change my underwear. Thanks.
Yeah. You don't want to get an infection or anything. You don't want to go to hell and be sick. That would suck.
You don't want to show up to the fucking pearly gates with mud butt.
So, well, we were going to let you in, but
what was that thing you were doing, scratching your ass with your finger when you walked up here? And then why did you sniff it?
You always got to sniff it. You got to grade it.
Just checking.
I guess everyone loves their own brand.
Into your hand, right? Like, you got to gauge the level. How atrocious is this?
Wash the hands or not?
What if you come out with a chunk?
Hands. There's a certain level of decency.
Sushi Fanatic rethinks raw fish after pulling a 5-foot tapeworm from his body.
Oh.
And making me rethink sushi, reading that.
He may, right. Well, he rethinks it. Yeah, he officially rethinks it. Now, this is pretty horrible.
Officially.
Right. He officially isn't sure. A California man who regularly ate salmon sashimi has sworn to lay off the stuff after pulling a tapeworm out of his ass that was nearly as long as he was tall. An emergency room doctor said the guy came in asking to be treated for worms, saying he had bloody diarrhea. The doctor didn't think he had worms until he saw a sandwich bag the man was carrying. When he asked what was in it, the man said, "It's the worm." So while the doctor opens it...
Wait, he pulled it out himself?
Yeah. So the doctor opens it, he takes that toilet paper roll, and this giant, long, flat tapeworm is wrapped around the toilet paper roll. He had it in a bag and fucking around the toilet paper roll.
What presence of mind to use the toilet paper roll to wrap that thing up?
I mean, I guess it's got to cling on to something. Yeah, I mean, that's, this guy is the definition of composure.
That's right.
Grace under fire, shit.
Right? Being gentle enough so that thing doesn't break off inside of your asshole.
Oh, fuck. Is it
at
first I thought it was
guy said,
story about the doctor taking it out, but he fucking showed up with it. He's like, "Oh, hey,
Yeah. So this is this. The guy said his stomach hurt and he had bloody shits. And then he sees something hanging out of his ass. So he pulls.
See that?
And he pulls and he pulls and he pulls until the whole thing comes out. And then it starts to move.
Fuck.
Yeah, so the doctor said he asked where it could come from, and he said he eats sushi every day. So it's common for raw fish to have tapeworms, and the guy said that was probably living in his guts for 6 months.
That
pulled it out of his asshole.
Ridiculous. Dude, I don't even fuck with fish that's cooked.
Yeah, well, that's
some raw ass shit wrapped in seaweed. Fuck.
Particularly salmon.
Shit. Oh no, but California and fuck that shit.
Everyone loves salmon.
Not
what are the chances of that happening to you?
100%. Bro. I know. I had to though. I had to get you in there. I had to get you involved, Scotty.
Whatever percentage it is, it's too fucking high.
There was one guy I heard who claimed himself a statistician that always quoted things as being like, where do you get this number 50-50? Well, either it's going to happen or it doesn't.
That's true. That's exactly true, though. True. That's exactly true. It doesn't get any truer than that. Everything is 50-50.
I don't know. Could you do it? Could you pull that thing out of your ass? I don't know if I could do that.
I guess if you're
desperate
enough, if you're desperate enough, yeah. If you're in that much pain,
I wonder if the embarrassment factor. Oh God, who's going to see this thing hanging in my ass? What are they going to think I'm into?
Some Richard.
You need to be shoving that thing up there.
Some Richard Gere shit.
Like you're sitting at work, that'd be horrible pulling it out of your ass at work. I don't think I would do that. I think I would wait till I got home.
No, I'm saying that all that thing's got to do is start crawling out while you're in a meeting.
That's just not right. My lip is quivering thinking about that. You're just sitting at work in the middle of a meeting and the tapeworm crawls out of your asshole. Only it's 5 feet long, so it's like fucking hanging out of your pant leg, like out on the floor, but it's still in your ass.
It's like wrapping itself around the ankle of the person next to him.
Right? And you can't even like step on it because it'll wriggle around there. Right? That's fucked up. That's horrible.
Oh my God.
Reach out and touch someone.
You want to punish somebody for being a fucking kid toucher. That's what you do. You put a 5-foot worm up their ass. Let it come out once in a while. Yeah, you got to keep that worm in your ass. Lord, you don't be pulling that worm out of your ass. If he wants to come out for a little while, okay, but put him back in.
You're his home now.
Provide life and sustenance to this being from this day forward.
Don't worry. You know what worms eat? Shit. You're good.
So as long as you've got a lot of shit, you're good.
Oh, and just feed them the most, whatever gives them the worst fucking diarrhea possible. Just feed that to them all the time. So they're fucking diarrhea, tapeworm, fucking crawling, eating, shitting, smelling, fucking pervert bitch.
Oh, Thaddeus, Scotty, welcome back.
Good stuff, man.
Yeah. This is quickly. I mean, I don't know. I think we're trying to set records every week for how fast it goes downhill.
That's not. Hey, you know what?
Yeah, because that got pretty disturbing pretty quickly. So
let's go. Let's steamroll this bitch.
Speaking of dirty fish, unpleasant physical side effects of not having enough sex, which is bad news for your vagina.
Oh.
Yeah, this common condition women may experience called vaginal atrophy, which is a thinning of the vaginal walls. The symptoms include discharge, burning, itching, difficulty peeing, and pain during sex. Discharge. I had a science teacher. Did you guys? I don't know how to forget his name. Shit. Had glasses. He was an EMS fucking driver, right? And all I do remember is this guy talking about fucking cheese strips, all the venereal disease and a cheese strip. And he was, they had discharge. It was a cheese strip. So when I hear discharge, I think of a fucking nasty fucking, like a fucking snot out of your fucking,
Vagine.
So it's caused by decreased production in estrogen. So keeping sexually active is key, with regular orgasms helping to relieve symptoms by increasing blood flow. So women have to have regular orgasms or their shit will dry up and they will itch and crack and have discharge. And on top of that, it also affects women's mental well-being. Your ability to have sex and your desire to decreases, and they have identity crises. So if women don't come a lot, if women don't have a lot of orgasms, they go crazy and they itch from it.
Well, we were talking about going to a trade school. Sounds like there's an opportunity there.
True. You could be a massage therapist.
Well, I know what my next pickup line is going to be.
You don't want vaginal atrophy, do you?
I'll take care of that for you.
Hey, baby, you don't want a cheesy twat. How about I buy you a drink?
I would shudder at the sight of the woman that worked on. I mean, it might work. You'll bring her home, but she might have a dick.
It's 50-50.
That's probably going to get us into trouble. Oh, yeah. So, you guys hear of Patreon?
Yes.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, I just heard that shit today.
Really?
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, you could get paid on it without getting kicked off of, have to worry about getting kicked off of YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
Have you heard of it?
Yeah, so somehow we got to figure out how to get paid. So
You just make up an account.
So yeah, that didn't really go as far as I thought it would. I figured you guys would talk about with the unpleasant side effects of not, taking care of it.
Vaginal walls.
It's like one of those things. I don't want to mess up the visual. That thing that needs to sort of remain sacred in my mind.
So you don't want to think about discharge?
Because I'm thinking of like
G strips.
Certain people in my life that I know that could be happening to.
You know what I think about? I think about somebody squeezing a toothpaste tube and like dripping out, like splattered on the floor. G strip.
See, nice. I'm thinking cottage cheese.
It could be too. You never know. It's just like little fucking cottage cheese fucking speckles just hanging around the area.
New type of dingleberry.
When they dry up to get a little flake.
My wife is horrified.
You gotta get them off.
Oh, Jesus.
That just struck me funny. So, cops say a Maine man punches himself in the face to avoid a sobriety test.
Now, how did he think that was going to help him?
Well, I mean, apparently police in the town of Belfast say they found a 27-year-old Brian Fogg in his car stuck in a ditch. He was stuck in a ditch in his car. So when they came to arrest him, they give him the alcohol test. He punched himself in the face 3 times, and he started bleeding.
3 times.
Yeah, he punched himself in the face 3 times. So they came to get him. He just punched himself in the face. So he started bleeding. And they didn't give him the test.
So it worked.
Oh, well, he got arrested anyway for falsifying physical evidence and criminal mischief.
So instead of getting caught for a DUI in a ditch, you're like an accessory to fucking 3 different federal crimes now.
He also got operating under the influence too. See, if he didn't get operating under the influence, if he got the other 2, even though they're I mean that's ridiculous. But if he did, it's still better than getting a DUI though, because you get a DUI, you're gonna lose your car. You're not gonna be allowed. You're not gonna be able to drive anywhere.
Nope.
Yeah, you're fucked.
How do you explain that to like your parents, right? What evidence did you mess up? My face.
Chances are, if he's the type of guy that will punch himself in the face to get out of a ticket, his parents.
Does anybody realize? Does anybody realize how aptly named this guy is? Brian Fogg.
Wait.
His name is basically brain fog. It's basically brain fog.
Wow, see, you can't make this shit up.
You can't make this shit up.
You can't tell me that grand design guiding everything.
There has to be, right?
I'm fucking crying.
Fucking Thaddeus, your poor chair.
Holy shit. Fucking crying.
Scotty. I think the lights went out on Scotty. Oh, I think we've lost Scotty. His icon's been staring at me with the same grin on his face for a while.
How about that fucking shot? Caption that.
Well, I think there's a reason why Scotty isn't here, because Philadelphia is greasing the light poles to stop fans from
He's late for his meeting. His pole climbing meeting.
Does he have a quota?
Well, there he is.
Does he have to get out there and fucking grease him himself?
What happened, Scotty? Scotty. Oh, there he goes, Scotty. So did you get to the top of that light pole, Scotty?
He's alive.
We figured
oh man, I wish.
You wanted to take a shot at the greased light poles to see if you get out there.
Hey, there's something about a greasy pole, man. It's irresistible.
It's a good point. Well made.
Oh, please tell me we can like just make a nice isolated clip of that. At some
Workers in Philadelphia are greasing light poles in a bid to prevent fans from climbing up them after the NFC Championship game. Officials, this is older news here. This is past tense now. They had done it at this point.
Mm-hmm.
They say they had to do it to make it too slippery to climb, and the workers were calling themselves the Crisco Cops.
Yeah, but you know what? Get somebody Philly fans gave about that.
Well, they are animals. I mean, a dude puked on a little girl at a baseball game.
It wasn't on purpose.
Sure it was.
Except it was.
It's Philly. It was.
They threw fucking snowballs at Santa Claus. I mean,
I'll get it right. It was batteries, bro, and it was a long time ago.
So there was a warning. The Minnesota Vikings had to give their fans a warning for any fans going to the Eagles game to really seriously protect their lives. You know, it was like a travel warning, like they give when you go to the Caribbean Islands. If you stray off the resort, they'll find your head in the bushes like 3 years later.
It's like traveling abroad.
That's what they were talking about. So it's pretty fucked up. And then what happened at the game was worse than they said it was. Like the starting quarterback for the other team said his wife and mother were getting threats in the stands.
Wow.
I didn't hear about that.
Yeah.
I think people make shit up. Rumors, when you got a rep.
how many stadiums have a legitimate jail underneath them, John?
It's all about efficiency, man.
One.
That's the only one I know of.
One.
You remember the old dice joke?
There's
That in Philly, the cabs just back up so they can hit you harder. And those are the chicks.
I will say I do like Philadelphia as a city, and I think outside of sporting events, Philadelphia has some nice people,
especially the Eagles.
But fucking Eagles, Philly, it's like the fucking pit of the fucking earth or something.
It's probably a good thing I never went to a game in Philly back in the day.
Dude, I'm not going there.
I used to go to a lot of games. No, it wasn't even that. It was like there was never a reason to. I'm a Yankee fan, and there's no cause to go to Philadelphia to watch a game. The Knicks stunk. I was going to go there to watch them. You know,
right?
You know, so like, when did the Bills go to play the Eagles? I'm definitely not going to. I definitely am not going to a Giants Eagles game in Philly. I don't like the Giants that much. You know,
that's a problem.
I like the Giants, but not like that. You know, you'll get killed. You better go with a lot of Giant fans.
You better hope they lose, just so they'll calm down.
But like me and Mark would go to Fenway and just talk shit to everyone around us. And then they invited us back to the bar. Of course, you go back to the bar, you might get a fucking stick to the back of your head. Yeah. But still in Philly, they won't wait for the bar.
Right in this fucking stand.
I told you, it's all about efficiency. You don't have to wait for the bar, and the courthouse is right there. One night.
Let's just get this over with already.
That's right.
It's streamlining, I guess, right?
Horrible.
Hey, those grease poles, man, they didn't stop anybody from doing anything. But interestingly enough, I watched the after effects. Surprisingly calm and relaxed out in the streets on the local news. I watched it for hours after.
That's because they were all hungover.
And the Vikings fans got out of there real quick, so there was,
Well, you would have to. I mean, you do anyway, though. It doesn't matter. Not just even in a place, just in a place where they don't kill you. People aren't going to hang around. Your team just lost. You feel like an asshole for being there.
Oh, especially with the score, what it was, man. I'd be out of there in the fucking third quarter.
Yeah, it's true.
Like, if we don't return this kick after halftime, I'm out.
Do you take the early flight home?
Yeah, fuck that.
I mean, I used to go to a lot of baseball games, so I would do that anyway. But if my team was winning in the sixth, I would go home. Because anything that happens after that is something I'm not going to want to see. When are they going to score? When are they going to be winning by more? Okay, so what? I'll beat traffic. They won. I'll beat traffic. Are they gonna fucking blow this lead? Don't want to see that. I went to a Giant game once, and they were winning. They were winning big. They would have been winning by like 3 touchdowns going into the fourth quarter. Right? I think they were playing Carolina or some shit like that, like Jim Fossil Giants. So me and my uncle jump in the car. We go back home. By the time we got out of the Midtown Tunnel, back into Queens, the Giants had lost the game.
I'll tell you what, though. I think this year, in the past couple of years, this team is different, and I think they have a different mentality. And I'm hoping some of that will transfer through to the fan base, and maybe if we can end up with sort of a like one of the first dynasties that this team have, the Philly fan might lose that edge a little bit and come back to just because we've been like the underdogs. For everybody loves to hate us. You beat us all enough times.
That's a well-deserved reputation.
Which comes first, though? Which comes first? It's like you beat a dog. Do you blame the dog when it bites?
Yes.
I mean, is it really his teeth or yours? Because you had the stick. Look, it's not my fault we don't have Mike Schmidt anymore.
So here's a couple of related stories. Similar. The winner of a donut eating contest was caught stealing from Dunkin' Donuts. Cops say. North Carolina man, he was caught for break-ins after winning a donut eating contest, and just got arrested again. This time he's accused of stealing from a donut shop. 27-year-old Bradley Harrison of Elizabeth City was charged for stealing from Dunkin' Donuts. He has a bunch of felonies. Okay, great. But it wasn't clear if he got any donuts. See, he was caught because he was he won a donut eating contest for a Elizabeth City Police Department National Night Out Against Crime event.
When I first saw the headline, I thought this was going to be one of those wacky, like, they gave him free donuts and he got crazy about the donuts and broke in to eat some donuts. No, this motherfucker has a record and he enters a donut eating contest at a fucking cop event.
Right.
That's fucking against crime. The thing you do.
And then gets arrested breaking into a donut shop. Like, how many donuts did you need?
Yeah, I thought it was about the donuts. Apparently, he's like robbing for money.
What if he felt bad?
Like it was just a coincidence. Like that's what makes this story ironic. Is that he got caught at a donut place when he was just going to steal cash.
Well, I mean, he already had enough donuts that day,
right? Couldn't be. Yeah, I thought this was gonna be like some fat guy donuts are free and he's so fucking like the first time you taste Krispy Kreme donuts, you're like, oh my god, I would rob somebody for these. And then it wears off or whatever. But
is that a sensitive subject to you?
Krispy Kremes were the fucking shit. The first time it was like fucking magic sex in my mouth.
Magic sex.
First, you sounded a little resentful. Now you're talking about fairies beating off in your mouth. I don't know. It's
not just beating off, but like fucking each other, and
maybe it's the elves. I don't know. Maybe it's your elves.
Why it's called Krispy Kreme.
Yep. Mm-hmm. See, well, I mean, yeah, duh.
All right. Well, so so a rapper with a song called "Sell Drugsz" was sentenced to prison for selling drugs. Go figure. 30-year-old.
That's the story.
He calls himself Montana Mills. He pleaded guilty to drug trafficking, and according to prosecutors, he delivered a bunch of shit to a cop. Great. He should have been calling the song "Don't Get Caught." But those kind of went nowhere.
That's like a dad joke.
They sound a lot better when they sound a lot better when I put it together before.
It's all right. You got to give it time to breathe. Remember, we're trying not to step on each other. Are you guys experiencing lag? Because I am. So I don't know if it's my internet connection or if it's the feed.
Sometimes it's just that shit falls flat. But that's all right.
You didn't let that one breathe. Fuck you. Shenanigans.
Yeah, it's probably true. Maybe my delivery was off because it sounded funnier in my head before. But I don't think
you should have reverted into the quiet NPR mode there. Like,
yeah, maybe.
So,
but I really meant them more to use as quick hitters, and I just try to fucking. I actually think I dragged on them a little too long. I should have just thrown them out there. Not even read the story, because the story, who cares?
Yeah, like stories like those, especially the quick hitters, don't even bother reading them. Just give a synopsis.
Yeah, because just the headline itself is enough to get going on. When you read the story, who gives a shit after a while? It's not even funny anymore.
Yeah, because honestly, I got a little like the donut guy. I got a little lost in the front beginning, but also the article was written. It was written weird. So, reading it there made it even weirder in my mind because it didn't like the story doesn't play out like the.
You're talking about magic sex in your mouth. I think you're already in a weird place in your mind.
Yeah, no, that happened too, but that was for Krispy Kreme. Because the story doesn't. Because the best part of it is, this is a guy that had a record, that entered a contest run by cops, and then he got fucking busted after they were investigating him for fucking breaking into a donut place after he won a donut contest.
Exactly.
But the reading of the story was kind of like, I don't know, it was weird.
Huh. I'll take that back to the committee and see what they come up with.
Yes. No, but I mean, you know what I mean? Like if you just, especially for, like I said, when you do the story, just make that synopsis instead of reading it,
Scotty, what are your thoughts on this?
Yeah, I mean, the last couple, and even when I first read in the email about the donut theft, I really, the first thought in my head was this guy won for something donuts.
Yeah.
It was only sort of as you sort of get down to the middle of it that you found out in the store for cash, because that little line that says, "Oh, they don't know if he got any donuts."
Yeah. That's what like these shitty article these guys that think they know how to write and then they bury the lead like way into the story, and I fucking hate that. They should just come right out with what the lead is and it, because you'll attract more readership that way.
Yeah. Or at least if you're gonna bury it at all, do it a little bit with a little bit of like tongue in cheek stuff, just to be a little campy if that's what you're going for. But don't write like your own little soliloquy, and then be like, "Oh yeah, by the way, the dude's a criminal. It has nothing to do with the donuts." I was just I didn't really tell you that, but
right.
I think the classic story or like article writing is like you take the headline, you repeat the headline, and then you repeat it again or restate it or something like that. You know the bulk of it in the first 3 paragraphs, and then the rest is fill in.
Yeah. Yeah, or even if you like John, if this is if this is what you want to continue to do, you're comfortable with it, you love it. I like it personally. I like this format. I know I've told you that. Maybe even just highlight, if you have a printout or whatever. That's what I used to do. Highlight like 1 or 2 lines that I know I wanted to hit, or like if there was a statistic or something like that.
Some of them work, and some of them don't.
Mm-hmm.
Some of them are better. Just, oh yeah, by the way, this happened. I don't even have to stay on the stories. Most of the time, I don't even care if I have one story to lead into the show, and then we just talk about whatever else. I don't really give a shit. Because to me, it's just about shooting the shit, and as long as, the topics are right, as long as you lead into something relevant, somewhere to whoever's listening. So I don't really care about that. Sometimes they're going to miss. I do send you guys shit every week. And I do ask for feedback. So if whatever if you don't give me any feedback, I'm just going to go whatever I feel like sounds good at the time. And sometimes when you go to do it, like anything else, it's not as good in your head. When you do it, as it was in your head. So it is what it is. But the idea is to go somewhere off, go off the tangents, do whatever else, talk about whatever else is going on. But yeah, I mean, when you're thinking about something, you come on and just say, "Yo, you see what the fuck was this?" But as long as it's not political or religious, I don't want to get into that. And that's about that.
Yeah. The only reason I haven't responded to those so far is I thought all of them looked fine. They looked funny. I felt there was an angle with any of them. The one thing we can maybe do is if we can all be together for like 10-15 minutes, hopefully I won't have to deal with anything else. Switching it to Wednesdays, I'll be able to get out here a little bit earlier. Be all set up, and that like 5-10 minutes that we can just spend going, yeah, this story cool, or maybe even come up with an order, or like you said, any last minute, personal whatever, or something you heard or found or saw or something.
Yeah, I don't even care.
And getting into the rhythm so that we're not talking over each other, that kind of thing, like getting into that initial groove for the cues.
To be honest, I think tonight we've actually been pretty good with that. Considering, I don't think there's been much of that at all. So that's a bonus.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, with 4 people.
Yeah,
especially considering it's 4 people.
Whoa, that was weird.
You heard that echo, right?
Yeah.
No.
Jeez, you got a big pussy.
With discharge?
Discharge. Oh, that's a lot. That's a giant cheese strip. Is that string cheese?
See, we bring it all back around, John. It's fine.
Right.
Why'd you say it twice?
That was nasty.
Why'd you say it twice? I didn't.
Yeah, my wife wasn't happy about that one. That's what was cracking me up.
It's accomplished.
Yeah, that was a horrifying segment there. We only had that's one of those segments that you post that, and because people are so outraged, they.
Right. What was the line from the Stern movie? Like this amount of people listen. Well, why do they listen? Oh, they want to say. Well, what about the people that hate him? Well, they listen even more. Well, why is that? Right. Because they want to hear what he's going to say.
That's right.
It's true.
Yep.
Yeah, I was actually watching that movie recently. I don't know, a month ago, whatever it is. And he really is. He kind of is the start of everything that we're doing and everything else everybody else is doing. In that sense that of doing his dopey shit, but also talking about his real life and stuff like that, where people just didn't do that.
Yeah.
And you need the components, you need the right people to be able to do that and get it out there. But you can. I mean, he's huge just from being a dopey ass and talking about himself for real.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So there's no reason why that can't happen more often to other people like us.
Agreed. At the very least, we should at least give it a shot, right?
Well, I don't know. I haven't even posted anything yet.
No, what I'm saying, but like us getting together, this is what should be happening, right?
Yeah. Well, I'm always what's
why
happening.
not us, right? At least, right? At least, if you're not getting into it with that kind of mentality, then I mean, it's fun to do, but fuck.
It should always be why not. It should never be why. It should always be why not.
Mm-hmm.
Hemingway always Hemingway believed that you should believe that your shit is the best.
Agreed.
Why would you do it if you didn't do it the best?
Yeah,
right.
But
it's and by the way, you were talking about Jordan Peterson before. That's something Jordan Peterson always says, that you should never make yourself look weak.
Yeah. So, I was actually just gonna bring that up actually because he's getting a lot of heat lately because of political shit, but the guy's a goddamn genius, and and it's like the way he explains shit, it makes huge concepts, where you can understand them, and the way that he calmly does it, that he's not full of shit.
Yeah,
but he has this concept of your power, and like you're giving people your power. You need to take your own power.
Yep.
And that's why we all do because I'm showing you my power, and you need to have that because that's what life is. And no matter what you're talking about, And he talks about the natural hierarchy. Like the hierarchy isn't something we created. Hierarchy is something we naturally do. And with dogs, lions, they all do it. We do the same thing. It's about value and where you place in the social structure based on the value that the creatures around you assign to you.
Yeah.
You know, or that you took for yourself, and mostly it's from what you took.
Right.
Like he was talking about, like, why don't women get, why don't they get the same positions as men? Why are there less of them? And he had there's a bunch of different reasons, but like one of them is that you have to fight like hell to get them. But he says, like, why wouldn't you have to fight? There's only so many top positions at any company anywhere. Why wouldn't you have to fight to get that? Are people just going to roll over and give it to you? No.
Yeah. And are you going to do that while you're giving birth too?
Right.
You know.
Now, and the thing is,
and even if somebody would roll over and give that spot, there's a dozen people that are going to fight you for it. So either way, you're fighting.
And that's the thing, is no matter what world you're talking about it, no matter what social circle you're talking about, no matter what job, what field, no matter what it is, there's still always a natural hierarchy, and you still, if you want the top, you have to fight like fuck to get to it, or you're just on the level down with the other people that are on your skill level.
Right. Take what's yours.
So if you want it, you have to put in the work to do it the right way. You have to sacrifice yourself to put the work in to do it the right way, and that's what your power is. Your power is, fuck you, I'm going to do this. This is who I am.
Absolutely.
Fuck you.
Dude, you can't fucking be here.
You can't fucking be here. I'm here. You can't fucking
I'm here. That's right. Fuck you, pay me.
Exactly. So yeah, that's what I've been thinking about lately. Is that fucking dude? I've been watching a lot of him, even though the dude knows his shit though.
Yeah, absolutely. Watch all of his YouTube stuff when he does his lectures.
I've been watching
on campus and everything.
Today I was watching him with Joe Rogan.
Cool. Yeah. I've spent many a day watching his all of his clips from his lectures and stuff, and interviews and things like that.
Thaddeus, did you know that you are a genetic relative?
Oh
yeah. Well, that goes without saying. But you are a genetic relative of the lobster. Did you know that?
I did not know that. How are we connected?
Yeah, you're very close genetically. Very close. In fact, it has the same nervous system.
Really?
Your nervous system and a lobster's nervous system function the same way.
And sharks, bro. In the first month, I forget whatever it is, it's indistinguishable between a human fetus and a shark fetus.
Oh, yeah?
What would you do if somehow fucking somebody slipped a shark fetus in your belly?
Like Freaky Friday?
That shit's gonna grow. It's gonna fucking tear out like that, like The Walking Dead.
Feed them tapeworms.
Yeah, you get a tapeworm in there, and just like he latches on, you pull it out. Your asshole. I don't know how that would work, but I guess you have to, I mean, you have to lather up the the burning sensation with the tight, leathery veg. Unless you pick the scabs and let the pus run.
Old joke, bro. The old prostitute joke.
And then you get that 5-foot tapeworm, right? And fucking stuff it in there, right? I mean, one, you might get lucky. It might be like that crocodile story with the crocodile and the python fighting at the golf course. That tapeworm go in there and fucking wrestle that shark in there.
No, man, you can use that tapeworm to help climb greased poles. Tail coming out there and give yourself some leverage.
I mean, if he's gonna tie around a toilet paper roll, he can tie around a fucking.
Is this how we are fucking evolving back into monkeys? We're gonna have a fucking tapeworm acting like a tail. We're gonna be fucking hanging from fucking greased up poles and shit.
Yeah, you know what? That sounds good, actually. But I'm from Philly, so that's what we do.
Scott, this has to be a new character for us. Tapeworm.
Tapeworm.
Tapey the tapeworm.
He could run around in a onesie with the fucking ass flap.
Did you ever see what's it called? The Truth Is Out There.
No,
that's their
Truth Is Out
tagline.
There. The X-Files.
Files, yeah. And it was like this.
Oh yeah.
It was this creature that was like a human form of a tapeworm. Going through the sewer system, and they thought they killed him, but he was like hiding in a freaking outhouse, just sitting in the shit, just waiting for stuff to happen to him. Asshole.
He was sitting in shit. Oh, that's fucking. Did that really happen in the X-Files?
It was in the X-Files. Yeah, it was in there.
Wow,
like when you looked in the toilet hole, there's this creature down there, a humanoid version of a tapeworm.
You are very dramatic in that telling.
That's obviously.
I felt like you were there.
That's obviously a script from their last season.
I don't know. That's pretty terrifying.
It was a long time ago. I don't remember what it was. I was a kid back then. Original stuff.
OG X-Files, bro.
No, like if he had he had his butt flapped down, and then the fucking tapeworm was out flapping in the breeze. They have a psychological connection with him and his tapeworm. Like he pulled it out, and then he felt like he lost something. Like he felt like he lost part of his spirit.
Right.
So he let her climb back in, and now they fucking swing, grab shit with his fucking tapeworm.
This story writes itself, bro.
It does. Fucking crazy.
I wish I could animate and do like cartoon slots or whatever. This could be like a weekly.
This sounds like a movie starring Damon Wayans.
Keenan and Kel. No, not Keenan and Kel.
I have no idea.
I forget who now.
Keenan and Kel?
Oh, thank you. Good catch, man.
I'm here for you, bro.
Huh.
Keenan and Kel was the Nickelodeon guys, right?
I know.
Back in the day.
Myself here. Yeah, Keenan and Kel. I think they're super talented.
And then what's his name? The Kel one, right? Is the one on Saturday Night Live now, right?
So are those the guys from Good Burger?
Yeah.
That movie was the shit.
See how it all fucking intertwines and connects?
I love that movie.
Yeah, it's like let's talk about tapeworms and Keenan and Kel.
Welcome to Good Burger. You want a good burger?
Yeah, I got this tapeworm. That'll work. That's where you would go to feed it.
Side of tapeworms.
Side of tapeworms. That's some Asian stuff there, man.
What?
What?
Caught you snoozing, bro.
Fuck did you just say?
Well, almost. I mean, well,
what?
I keep seeing this thing, that light on Scotty's headset. And I don't know.
Like here?
Yeah.
It's like I'm a freaking Android or Borg or some shit.
I don't know why I kept thinking about a coal miner, but maybe it's the beard.
I don't know. My dad was a lumberjack.
I'm a lumberjack and I'm okay. I work all night and I sleep all day.
No, he was literally a lumberjack.
Around the bars.
None of your stupid songs, John. He was like for realsies.
It's not one of my songs. That's Monty Python.
Yeah, but you're making fun of my dad, man. Jack.
I'm not.
I'm offended.
Well,
fuck up, bro.
Then you've come to the right place.
No, you said don't get political. Anyway.
Yeah. Tell me later. Yeah, you can get political off the air all we want. Yeah, the real reason why, because I mean, a lot of that shit is entertaining. I just divisive. either
Yeah.
you know, like and
and right, and not in a way that like people can sort of sidestep. It really will truly.
yeah, it exactly, and it also brings a lot of anger, and I don't want that. It's supposed to be the opposite of that.
Even if you just, even if you're just bringing it up to joke on it,
Right.
the wrong fucking person takes it the wrong fucking way, and all of a sudden some shitstorm happens. You know, like
Exactly. Who need? I want no part of shitstorms.
Right.
It's a good thing we don't have sponsors.
Yeah, actually, if we have anything, we should get out of the way now.
Yeah.
You know, most of these things are just shitstorms. Like life is a shitstorm. That's what life is.
It's messy.
Fuck you. This just happened. Yeah, fuck you. This just happened. What are you gonna do? That's what life is.
Mm-hmm.
And so, you want to create a place that is not a shitstorm.
Mm-hmm.
Like Cheers. You want to go where everybody knows you're fucking.
Yeah. That's true. These personalities get what they get. Feel comfortable, like putting on sweater in the world for a little while, you know, and that guy is your friend or whatever.
Huh.
There's this one guy I listen to. He does YouTube videos on video gaming. My wife has no understanding of why I watch somebody else do a video of them playing. And I watch his stuff, and I just sit there and I kick back with a drink and enjoy the hell out of that hour that I'm watching. It's down to.
Huh. That's interesting.
What? PewDiePie or something? Or
No, God, no. I hate that fucking guy.
What? A lot of hatred coming
PewDiePie.
out of Philadelphia.
I just want there to
Well,
be
everything makes
Why? From PewDiePie? Nah, fuck that bitch. Fuck that bitch right in his tapeworm having ass.
That's right.
I said positivity, bitch.
Just saw a meme on this, like Philadelphia, the city of brotherly love, except for the visiting team.
Yeah.
Oh,
exactly.
We really are
except for
cool.
everyone else.
that is. What is that on your hat?
Oh, you want to see? Hold on.
Oh my God.
Oh, it's a Bieber hat.
Oh, that's it. I'm out.
You know, it wouldn't be so bad if he wasn't wearing the matching underwear.
You got to coordinate.
You'll have to sign up to our Patreon to see those.
That was what that echo was before.
He's got Selena Gomez's underwear on too.
Patreon. If people want to pay us to keep the show going.
I still cry that they're not together.
It's a tragedy.
If those two crazy kids couldn't make it.
And now he's got Bieber strapped to his head.
Mm-hmm. I do. Wait, what?
30.
I guess it's better than the other way around.
Well, it's 11:42, and I think it's about a good time to wrap up. So, yeah. So, final thoughts, Scotty. What are your final thoughts?
My final thought is you're putting me on the spot, but
you know what, Philly fans, people from Philly, they're really nice. Yeah, fuck this guy, fuck this guy. You're putting me on the spot. You're cool, and fuck you. I'm out.
Yeah, I mean that's the truth. We love everybody, and you're next.
All right.
I love you so fucking hard.
Thaddeus,
like
what about you?
anything,
Oh,
people.
Oh, you weren't done yet,
We'll leave
Scotty.
it
Oh,
there.
I thought. Yeah, you're very complicated. I thought you were finished with that. You know, I'm moving on with the show. You're still stuck in you know.
Story of my life, man.
I don't know what that was. I thought he's blowing kisses at me again now.
Just pointing at you. There.
All right. Well, Thaddeus, what are your final thoughts?
Don't get tapeworm, kids. You're fucking pulling that shit out of your ass for hours, apparently. Not worth it.
How long did it take to pull 5 feet of tapeworm out of his ass? It was like a slow pull, you know?
I can't imagine. You can't just go. All right, got it out. Let's take it to the hospital. No, you gotta he was probably sitting there like, fuck. What am? First off, he's probably got a hold of it, and he realizes it. Oh shit, it's a fucking tapeworm or fucking at least it's alive, right? I can't let this thing go back in my ass. So he's probably fucking holding that thing, right? And he's looking around like, fuck. What the fuck am I gonna do? The fuck and he's trying to like put. And he the fucking tapeworm. Fucking he's so fucking Jimmy rigs that shit into a fucking fishing line, and he's fucking cranking that shit. You think not coming out easily? I don't think.
You know what I bet? I bet the toilet paper roll. You know where the toilet paper roll came in? Because that thing has to be slippery. I mean, it's a worm already. It's in your asshole. There's shit all over it. God knows what else, It's got to be slippery, right? So he had to grab the toilet paper roll, right? So like because the paper of the cardboard would like sop up some of that juice, And
you think it was an empty roll?
It was. Well, I would guess. I mean, why would you use a whole roll?
Well, we're gonna find
it was cost effective.
It was wrapped around the toilet paper roll. I can't imagine he'd. Oh yeah, I just brought it a whole roll of toilet paper because it was more comfortable for him.
Empty rolls aren't just laying around. You've got to roll on the spool.
Although, I mean, maybe he used a lot of toilet paper just trying to get this fucking thing out, right? Trying to get some grip, trying to get some leverage.
Right, it's true. And you know what? I'm thinking, if you're the kind of guy who has a 5-foot tapeworm growing in your fucking guts and pulls it out of his own asshole, you're probably a guy who has like four or five toilet paper rolls piled on the fucking bathroom sink
with all those bloody shits.
Right?
That's why you had diarrhea. That's right.
You have bloody diarrhea. You're going through a lot of toilet paper.
I just have to keep wiping.
Okay, I'm jumping in the shower.
Yeah. Oh fuck! And you ever get that like first fucking sting that you didn't realize? Maybe you went to bed and didn't wipe, and you take that hot shower, and you get that first like it hits the asshole, and the asshole's like, "Whoa! I was not ready for this."
Wow!
Oh, you got to clench for a second. Ow!
Like he's experienced this enough to be able to relate it back to you. So,
oh, dude, it's happened before. And it's like, oh, ouch, shit. Sorry, I did not take care of you. I apologize.
What he means by that is that it happened before, just before.
Like just before we came on air.
Right.
That's why it was late.
That's why
That's why I'm squirming around in the chair so much.
Yeah.
Well, Howard Stern spoke on this. He actually used to say, you got 3 wipes. If you can't do it in 3 wipes, jump in the shower.
Yeah, but what if you're not by like a shower? Like what if you're at work?
It's true.
On that, if you're, I guess you. He was adamant that it was 3 wipes and that was it.
Well, you know what you could do? You could always do, Scotty. Remember that day I walked into the bathroom at work?
Oh my!
And there was a bum sitting there with his fucking hand in the toilet, fucking washing his balls.
Freaking balls, just
like
grin. He's like hee hee or some shit.
Well, I had to have told this story on the show already, probably already. But
I've never heard of that. I don't think
we used to work by train tracks, right? And so there was always hobos in the building. It was like an old bread factory right by the train.
Yeah.
Train tracks.
Wholesome bread.
Yeah, hobos always in the thing. So one of the things I had to do was kick them out. Because I had
part of the job description.
I had to open the restaurant, so I had to get the bums out of there. So I would they'd be sleeping in the chair inside the building somehow. So I walk over and I kick the chair, yo, you can't be here. And they would fucking get up and leave.
It's like turning on the light for the cockroaches and they'll scatter.
Yeah, exactly. It was exactly like that. So I had to get them out of there. And it was also, there was young girls over there all the time, like yoga instructor types and everything. You don't want some fucking weird dude in there raping them, shit like that.
That went from ball washing to rape real quick.
Well, the thing is that I normally used to kick them out, except one day I walk in and in the reflection of the mirror, I see in the toilet stall all open and this dude's fucking washing his balls in the fucking toilet bowl. I just turned around right away, walked away, let the door fucking close, and let him fucking finish the business.
You don't interrupt that.
Fucking yelled, no!
Yeah. I'm not going to doubt on a man washing his balls. I'm sorry.
Locks eyes with you, dude.
He had that choice.
You turn around, walk away, but you yell fucking nope as you slam the door.
Yeah, no, you don't call attention to that. You want people walking in. Oh, what was that? And they walk in and they're still washing his balls. because that's what it tends to the jerking off, fucking throw junk in somebody's face. You don't really need to get into that. Just let him do what he's got to do in peace. Let everybody stay in the room, and then he can go on about his business elsewhere.
It's not the first time, because I walked on the dude too, doing the exact same thing. That's where like that freaking greedy face. That shit's burned into my head.
Well, maybe he really needs to clean those balls.
I know. He's standing there cleaning your balls, and the way he turned and looked at me like in his life.
Vegas is hot in the summer, and the life of a hobo is a hard one.
Hard on your balls.
I mean, at the moment that he was cleaning his balls, and he looked at you, and maybe he was looking pretty good right there. Why subject that to anybody else to that? Sure. Is he all right?
I don't know what happened. I think you broke him.
I was expecting him to fall over and fucking smile next to me on there.
Nope.
Okay. Whatever it is, it kicked in.
Right.
If he starts puking in a minute.
I just love that you let the line hang there and it just the whole situation, your face. I don't know, someone was fucking hysterical about that. It was like the deadpan delivery, and you're sitting there with that like sort of grin, and you just let it hang there, and it was just like beautiful. Made me chuckle.
Oh, it just struck him funny, so.
It happened.
So, Walter, what do you have to say for yourself?
Aren't we all better people having done this episode tonight? I mean, we changed the world.
Mm.
You know, not since the great Thomas John Crapper did we have the epiphany that we did tonight. And I think we should give ourselves a round of applause for this incredible episode.
Very heartfelt, Walter.
All I can say is
Feels, man.
no human fouling. I say that as I think this was pretty much nothing but human fouling.
And take care of the Kinko's guy.
And take care of the Kinko's guy. All right, fellas. Good night.
Good night.
Man.